Hello there, my name's Mark and these are my Dice Tales, and this is going to be a really quick battle report, the fastest Kings of War battle report there is. And we are playing Stockpile, we are playing Elves versus Dwarves, Love versus Peace. Obviously don't agree, so we're going to fight it out. I'm going for, again, I'm learning the game, so I'm playing different army list. I'm going for units that aren't normally recommended. I'm going for Forest Guard and the Wild Hunt. I'm not taking any Shamblers, very few flying units. Let's see how it goes. It's very, very quick. Be warned. Okay, so this is the scout move. I'm moving all my scouts up. My initial plan was to grab the treasure and run back with it, but I had too few units and he had too many. So instead, I rushed my scouts past the treasure and then moved my bigger units to try and pick up the treasure. There's not much shooting from me in the first round. I think my Sea Guard try and actually put wounds into his largest horde. So that this may be easier for my horde when we engage to pick off. And the dragon double moves, so doesn't get to use his breath weapon, even though he was in range. He wouldn't have been in range if he didn't double move, but he picks up a treasure. Dwarves use all their shooting power, 2 cannons and 3 shooting units, and take off my Silver Breeze cavalry. So they didn't get to move this. They didn't play any part in this game whatsoever, apart from getting shot off on turn 1. My dragon then proceed in turn 2. Proceeds to move into his shooting units, takes out the first one, and the body starts engaging. Now, the bottom Silver Breeze cavalry stays back, and it should have really moved back, so it wasn't in charge range, and everything else is engaged. The hordes are engaged. My Quicksilver cavalry on the top side of the table. I think I don't know if I'm missing Thunderous Charge on some of these, but I've engaged in the forest, which is quite good because those units have Pathfinder, and his don't, so he's learning a lesson there. And the list-hand side are my units and their relative positions, roughly, and they're going to turn red when they're going to be taken off and then disappear. Fortunately, I don't know the names of all the dwarves. So the berserker dwarves, most dwarves have 5 armor, it seems. As I say, three shooting regiments. And it's the King's formation in the middle. So I've just lost my Palace Guard horde to his horde, his King's formation. I think they were charged in the flank. I now go after the horde with my dragon, and my mage is running around. He's been healing the Forest Guard troop, and now he's moving to put a heal on the dragon. And the Sea Guard regiments have given up shooting and moved to charge and block the dwarves where possible. So I'm the only one with treasure up to these turns, but I'm getting weaker and I'm about to drop it. It's feeling good for me over where the dragon is, to be honest. I'm thinking I can sweep round and sort of take out most of the units here, but as we see, it's gonna turn on me. And yeah, the Silver Breeze I think have now been on the Quicksilver cavalry on the top have now been engaged by the king, and I think that's a bad decision. They should have pulled off to try and maybe take out something else. Now the dwarf, his tactics were he took more banners this time. He didn't bring his cavalry this time because he knows I generally go with spears a lot, and so he's got more banners, more dwarves, more dogs. He does a lot of small units. I'm sure he's on about 22 units. So it's a tricky one to play against. My Forest Guards still haven't lost, considering there's all these little units swarming around them. They're sort of manoeuvring. The dwarves are too slow to flank them, but they're going to get caught up in the next turn. Dragon Lord gets wavered, so I didn't know whether to charge the cannons or, as I say, swing around for the king, but they took their decision away from me by wavering me, unfortunately. And they wavered me twice. We're coming to an end here. I'm just thinking if I can hold on to these tokens and stop him picking up any tokens. But it's a little bit too late. The mage gets taken out by a cannon in a few moments. And the berserkers, I think they finish off the dragon. My king took out one of his regiments. And I'm left with very few units on the table, turn 7. But it was very close. It was swingy, I would say. Okay, welcome back. I'll try and do a very quick roundup to keep this the shortest video ever. So my tactics were, I wanted to play with Pathfinder. As I played the Horde in my last game, I thought there's always, because we're playing now kind of tournament setups, there's always going to be rough terrain. So maybe my spearmen flanks aren't going to be good there. So let's try out these units in regiments and troops. And also tried out a healing mage instead of a lightning bolt mage. Then I didn't have to worry about them in line of sight. They can just stay behind the troop and heal them up. Things about some of these units that I took, they had defense 5, so they were very sturdy. The left flank, which I'd sort of lost, and there was just a whole rabble of dwarves running around. I mean, that one forest guard unit really stood. He crept into that rough terrain of the pond, meaning they were hitting on 4s or something like that. I think they really held on. They did their job. I made some terrible mistakes. I don't think I did the best with my cavalry. One of the Quicksilver cavalry got caught up with his king. They should have just tried to move off. And one of my cavalry didn't back up before a charge, so got charged instead. So things went wrong, and then dice went wrong when my dragon got wavered before it could finish the job. It was planning to swing round and take out that king. Very close game. I think, yeah, mistakes were made, but yeah, I'm loving it. Kings of War. So then I'm going back to my roots of very quick Hyperlapse battle reports. Do I need a soundtrack on top of it? Do I need to talk on top of it? Let me know in the comments below. See you later. Goodbye.